Hey everybody, this is Lew Temple. You know me as Axel on The Walking Dead, but several other things in the horror world, like The Devil's Rejects, where I played Adam Bancho, or Halloween, where I played Noel Cluggs. In my work, fear has many elements, many different levels. First of all, I'm trying always to elicit a response from the audience that would be fearful, either that represents the fear of my character or the fear from my character. My biggest fear on a personal level is human abuse, human suffering. I think human suffering scares me. It scares me to see poverty. I'm scared to see emotional distress. I'm scared to see children in duress without love and compassion. So those things are the most fearful things for me. In my faith, I understand there's someplace else, so I don't necessarily have as much fear of dying as of suffering. Physical suffering, I connect with quite a bit in the form of blood. I recognize that blood to me is your lifeline, and it's all the things you've ever had. So as with the loss of blood, it's your first kiss, or the home run you hit in Little League, or your new car, and you can never put that back in your body. So I relate to that. When I have scenes where I'm dying, it affects me very much when I'm bleeding out, and I realize that's my whole life pooling up on the floor below me that I can't put back in my body, and it affects me emotionally. I find that psychologically, when we're in a place of despair, it's a different side of us that either we don't know or we can't control, and I'm a bit fearful of that. And I think that causes us to go do things that are not necessarily our best selves, or inhumane, if you will, to go out and maim people, kill people, or put them in harm's way. So that's the other side of being a victim, is victimizing someone else. Physically, the supernatural stuff on a personal level, I find to be fearful, but less fearful than the psychological stuff. So if someone were going to ask me, what's your favorite or scariest horror movie, I might lean towards Rosemary's Baby as opposed to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Maybe not that one, as opposed to Jason. Maybe not that one, I don't know. But I think you get the point. So the psychological drama, the horror inside someone's head, maybe is more fearful to me than Alien or Predator, let's say, which would be a little more fantasy or supernatural. I actually feel the popular cultural phenomena of The Walking Dead, which by the way is a fear-based idea, it's a panic, paranoia-stricken idea. I feel like it's very popular because it connects with survival. And survival, not one of us doesn't get up in the morning with a sense of survival, whether it be the mortgage, the price of gas, how are we going to pay for college, or a loved one that's suffering from some ailment. We all are in a mode of survival. So I think we connect immediately with the idea of apocalyptic conditions. I also feel like there's a lot of civil unrest, not just in our country, but in all countries, in the world. Perhaps we're overpopulated, perhaps we're feeling a lot of stress. So I sense there's a certain need for apocalyptic conditions. I feel like people want to be in a survival mindset. Let's shut it down and reboot, if you will. Let's reset society. And I just feel like it's being manifested more than it's being feared, oddly enough. So The Walking Dead's fear is holding on to what we once had. Let's not change our societal, our civilization, and yet we are. What are the codes of morality? And those are being erased in this type of apocalyptic environment. What are our beliefs? Is it okay to sleep with my best friend's wife? Does it matter in an apocalypse? I think people rather have a sense of I'd like to try that, as opposed to I hope that never happens. Hate to say that, but I get it. Really, in the general public, find a delight when people are talking about the apocalypse. So, and I think it just speaks to maybe some of the discontent in our world today.